Hi, how are you going? Welcome to another round of Redski's Righteous Readings, where the readings are always righteous. We continue with the last sign for the main monthly for March, which is none other than my beautiful Cancerians. So Cancers, rising moon and sun, this is your March main monthly. So what are we doing? We're doing a full Celtic cross with clarifiers if need be. Then we will move on to Oracle, as well as inspirational messages, as well as find out what angel will assist you for the month of March, what spirit animal will be yours, as well as what the ruin and what its advice is. So I hope you enjoy it. It will be a bit more of a lengthy reading, and hopefully it will give you some great clarity, insight into what's coming in for Cancer for the month of March. So without further ado, thank you so much for joining me. If you've not subscribed to the channel Redski's Righteous Readings, please think about doing so. I would love for you to join us at the Redski tribe. Okay, guys? So without further ado, let's do it. So as I said, we're doing a full Celtic cross, 10 placements with clarifiers if need be to start, and then we'll move on to the additional messages via Oracle and other means. Okay, guys? Let's hit it, my beautiful Cancers. March 2021. Alright, Cancers, there is a lot of major arcana here, especially in the first placements of this reading. We have the first, second, third, fourth card, all majors, and the first 6 cards, 5 of them are majors. Then it sort of tapers off to the end, but I'll explain it as we travel through. So the first card, we had the sign for Sagittarius, and there's none other than Temperance. So we are using a lot of moderation here coming into March. We're really feeling the waters and the land out and really blending in that perfect fusion here. It's really about the bringing together and having perfect balance no matter what land you're standing on. It's atonement to perfect temperance in itself, but also patience. It's also about a lot of control here, frugality even. It's accomplishment through that self-control as well. There's a lot of harmony here, fusing together different elements to adjust, to have that good influence. It's also about consolidation and successful combinations. It's about really bringing together all of the things that are needed to be harmonic. Crossing obstacle issue, the High Priestess. So again, this is atonement to the fact that this is a very important reading, I do believe, for you, Cancer. It's going to be a very important month, March. Because the High Priestess is all about wisdom, sound judgment and using real common sense. She's very objective. She has a lot of foresight and intuition. She's very self-reliant as well, and she is emotionless when she casts judgment. She also is about platonic relationships and secrets, because what she knows, she locks in. It never leaves her lips. So we've really got a lot of wisdom, a sound judgment here, using higher intuition as well. Really going above and beyond to hold the secrets. Crowning card 3 is Death, which of course is the sign of Scorpio. And as I said, again, another major kind of card is, and this is all about complete transformation. This is not a new paragraph. This is like a whole new chapter for you. This is leaving away all of the old and bringing in a complete new mindset, like a complete new trend, I guess you could say. It's clearing away of the old to make way of the new. It's unexpected change. This is abrupt change of the old self. It's shedding the skin and having a new beginning. It's the ending of familiar situations or friendships as well. It could also be financial losses, but it is the beginning of a new era. This is completely starting again. It could also be that you worry a little bit about your own mortality, Cancer. That nothing does last forever. That tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just thinking out that, nothing is forever. Foundation root of reading, reason we are here, the Tower reversed. So this is saying that you're feeling a little bit continually oppressed and in an oppression, not being able to change here. Sort of the old ways keep creeping in. You may be just feeling like you're living in a rut, that you are unable to effect any worthwhile change at this point, feeling a bit trapped, not being able to find a solution, and you're a bit unhappy in the situation where you are at the moment. Past energy leaving you now is none other than the Three of Cups. So this is talking about resolution of a problem, conclusion and solace. It's about healing, satisfactory results and fulfillment and compromise. It's also a card of celebration of the Holy Three coming together and celebrating. So it could be third party coming together, it could be just celebration in general, and a lot of people, you know, celebrating, but there is big celebration in March. But this is, as I said, the past energy leaving you now. So this could have been past, meaning previous, pre-March. Future energy now. So what is coming in the near future? Forward energy, and another major arcana. It is the Devil, sign of Capricorn. It is also about feeling that you may have some subordination here, bonded to some things that are not for your highest of good, or things that are making you feel quite maleficent. Um, Feeling like there's a lot of downfall, lack of success, um, failure, some unexpected failure, or bad outside influences and advice. It's also about inability to realize one's goals. It can also be self punishment, temptation to evil, self destructive behaviors, shackled to something that's just not good for you, that you feel as if you may not be able to break free from, or you're struggling to keep control and hold it in. It's just getting too much. Advice from Spirit is King of Cups. So that is saying that you have a lot of responsibility and creativity about your Cancer. You're a very learned person, and you can be as professional in any business setting that you so choose, as high as a lawyer or a religious person or a scientist, to something more meek and mild. You are a considerate person. You're kind and reliable with liberal manner. Could be very artistic, or have a real good go in the arts, an interest in the arts and science. But most of all, you are extremely generous of your time, of your emotion, of of anything you have to give. You are willing to give another. And Spirit is trying to remind you of that you are a beautiful being. And even though things may not be going well and there's outside forces, you don't need to change yourself. Speaking of outside forces, this is the card for outsiders looking in, so what they see on you and your situation, people that aren't in the immediate circle, people that are around you, but maybe just what they see. And this is all about difficulty in launching new projects, the Two of Pentacles. It's also about difficult situations or new troubles. Trying to balance the pentacles, so trying to balance monetary means. You may be going into a new venture, or just really struggling to hold your own at the moment with the monetary means. Things are just coming in and out, and it's a constant balancing act. Like you may be robbing Peter to pay Paul kind of syndrome. It's just back and forth, not making gains or making waves. Hopes and fears is the Ten of Wands reversed. So this is also speaking about some difficulties. There could be a traitor or a deceiver around you, but some losses will occur. So feeling like you may lose a lot more than what you're willing to. Feeling very on your toes. Is someone stealing from you, or is someone? Is it just are you just having difficulties to accept what it is that has come of something that you had a lot of passion for? Wands of fire energy. So something very passionate. Outcome sign of Aries, the Emperor reversed. So this is talking about um, some immaturity, ineffectiveness, or indecision, possible inability, some weakness of character, or failure to control your emotions, leaving you, all over the place. Really try to rein it in. Try to be a bit more controlled. Try to really think things through before you sort of, and life can be quite emotional as it is. And I know Cancers, you feel it all. So this is just reminding you not to be immature, to think things through, not to have that indecision or inability, or to let petty emotions overrun the bigger picture, hold it and say, fight the battle tomorrow kind of thing. Bottom of the deck card was Five of Pentacles reversed. So this is saying reversal of bad friends and new interest in matters, overcoming ruin, disharmony in marriage or love interest. We are finding the new road, the new interest in the monetary pentacle world. We are really bringing in we're overcoming overcoming any ruin or any hurdles we have experienced previously and really moving forward here with something fresh, with a new feeling, with a new vibe, with a new control over that monetary means. This is a good sign. Lots of major arcana here for Cancer. We're going to clarify some of these cards now. Okay, guys? Okay, my beautiful Cancers. So the first card, which was Temperance, I clarified, and it has come back with the beautiful King of Cups. So we're having Temperance, a lot of moderation here, a lot of that fusion together of the perfect of moderation, frugality, a fusion of all the bringings together things. That's clarified with the King of Cups. So again, responsible and creative, learned person. You know what you need to do to bring everything into that perfect balance, that perfect alignment, the perfect movement for you to move forward. You know it within yourself. You must trust that instinct and trust that you are correct with that. Crossing obstacles, issue card was the High Priestess. I've clarified that with the Five of Cups as well as the Two of Wands. So the Five of Cups, so first that High Priestess, as I was saying before, wisdom, sound judgment, it can be secrets, can also be speaking to an atonement of, things going in and not coming back out, really locking that down, the knowledge, platonic relationships as well, emotionlessness. The Five of Cups reverse is talking about a real hopeful outlook, favourable expectations, new alliances or a new affinity with someone, and the return of an old friend or reunion. And then, as I said, that Two of Wands reversed is then clarifying that. So the Two of Wands reversed is then speaking to a atonement of, you've had sadness and trouble and restraint caused by others, and you may have been going through a stage of losing faith. But I'm saying here, you must believe in yourself here. You do have the wisdom, you do have the knowledge, you do have what is needed. Crowning hanging above you, of course, we have that Death card, a sign of Scorpio, and that is clarified by the Ace of Coins, which of course is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the Death card is about complete change, transformation, and the Ace of Coin reversed or Pentacles is speaking about prosperity without happiness, misused wealth, wasted money, or corruption by money. Feeling very, really misery, really, and feeling like just wasted it, pissed it away kind of thing. The Ace of Coins reversed is really talking about, you have prosperity, but you don't have the happiness. It's not the complete package. And that's when you're really changing. You're doing a full depth of your change of yourself. You're going for this full change because you don't want to have half of the coin. You want the full thing. You want prosperity and happiness. You don't want to misuse the wealth. You want to put it forth in good intention with good return. Foundation of reading, reason we are here. Tower reverse was clarified by the Four of Coins reverse, so that was the Four of Pentacles reverse, and that is setbacks in material matters, opposition to further gain, suspense and delay in monetary means, because you're still doing the old things, you're still living in that rut, you're still doing the same. You need to change that to bring in the difference, to bring in the change. Then I skipped a couple here. With past energy I left that, and then future energy, of course, that devil energy with the Knight of Wands reverse. So the devil, of course, is feeling very, this is the future energy, so feeling very attached still to things that aren't for your highest of good, feeling still very subordinated and very in the power of the devil. Knight of Wands reverse is clarifying that, and that's talking about some interruption, some unexpected change to plans, some quarrelling, breakup of personal relationships and rupture. So, feeling like you're losing a lot, and what little you have is not great for you. There's a lot of breakups. So I said that Knight of Wands reverses it. A lot of interruptions, unexpected changes, quarrelling, a lot of bickering. It's a real energy of a lot of heartache. Feeling bonded to things that aren't good and things that you wish you could change, you can't, and feeling as if the good things have left you. Hopes and fears, that Ten of Wands reversed. So this is talking very much about, difficulties, maybe a betrayer, a deceiver, some losses will come, that hopes and fears, with Judgment and the Page of Swords. So judgment is exactly that. Judgments will be made in no one's favour, but judgment is really coming here to let everyone know the way it is. If you are going through legal proceedings, judgments could go in your favour, but someone is being perceived as a deceiver and they are going to have judgment put on them. And the Page of Swords reverse, because that is just speaks to atonement to that, doesn't it? Because the Page of Swords reverse is all about an imposter. An imposter is shortly to be revealed. It's feeling like you have had powerlessness in face of strong forces or lack of preparation for knowledge. But it's a real feeling of, because that's two cards of an imposter here and judgment in between them. So there is a real atonement coming, a real judgment. You know, people are going to have to atone, you know, the need to repent and forgive, the moment to account for the manner in which we used our opportunities, rejuvenation, rebirth, improvement, development, judgment. Once you carefully consider how actions affect others at this point, because there's going to be a lot of judgments made. Outcome, the Emperor reverse is clarified by the priestess in this deck, which is of course the High Priestess. So this is talking about, of course, needing wisdom. The Emperor reverse firstly was about not letting emotions get in the better of you and things like that, and being petty. Wisdom, sound judgment, common sense you need. You need to have foresight and intuition and self-reliance and emotionlessness. You can't be emotionally petty and making silly decisions. You've got to be the exact opposite of that. And that bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles reversed, is clarified by the Seven of Swords reversed. The Five of Pentacles was new interest coming in and new ideas, like feeling like there's a new chance here. Seven of Swords reversed is talking about there could be some arguments about this or uncertain counsel or advice. Could be slander and babbling about you when you're trying to bring in this new fruition of that Five of Pentacles reversal. You know, that reversal of bad trends and new interest in matters, trying to overcome ruin. There will still be slander in the background. Ignore it. Keep going forward. Cancer, I'm thinking this is going to be one of the hardest months for you. It's going to feel like it's breaking you, but what it's doing is building your character and showing you exactly how strong you are. But you are going to go through the thick of the woods, my darling, before you come out the other side of the wood's edge. This is in the thick of it, not the edge. I wish you the best of luck, because that's an intense reading. We now move on to Oracle. Okay, Cancer, we have some beautiful messages. Starting with the beautiful Island Time Wars, we started out with the card Addiction. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has upload, and restraint. Addiction, that's very much that devil energy and future energy. So it's really speaking atonement to that. Then we had Coffin, ending, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transformation. That is very much the Death card, which was your crowning, ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Then from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes we had accept compliments. Next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off and play it down or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share in a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak in it. Superstar, think of compliments as little confidence building soul vitamins. You're worth praise. And we have offer your love, which is there someone in your life who could benefit from your loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold, while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. And also love yourself. Your element from the Wicked is fire, and it reads as so. Fire is related to motivation, creativity, and passion. Its energy is fast, forceful, positive, and its power can be frightening. Fire consumes obstacles to faith and banishes negativity. It symbolizes the inner child, the spirit within, and the creative spark. Those in whom it is dominant are passionate and intense. Remember that fire is the element of passion and gives courage and strength to fight for quality of life. It is the element of physical challenge, sensation, and sexual energy. When fire is out of balance, it becomes destructive and needs boundaries and control. Ten of Wands reversed, I would say. Your angel, your guardian angel for the month of March is number 20, guardian angel. Number 20, the guardian angel. And it's a very rare card, this one. You don't see it very often in the deck. And it is absolutely beautiful. So, number 20, the guardian angel. You have received this card because your own personal guardian angel has listened to your prayers for assistance. Every living being is designated a guardian angel that accompanies them through their earthly life from birth to the time that they leave the earthly plane. Your guardian angel wants you to know that you are never alone and that he or she is always by your side. In life, you are given many challenges that can make you feel that you are disconnected from and misunderstood by the world. Your guardian angel understands every thought, wish, hope, dream, and even the disappointments that you have experienced on a daily basis. Your guardian angel will never interfere with your life choice, however, he or she will endeavour to point you in the right direction in the time of need. It is important to remember that, as a human being, you are living an earthly experience and have your own free will. Sometimes you may make a choice that challenges you and makes you question what your life path is. It is important to remember that these challenges teach you important lessons. Every experience helps you to grow and learn. Don't worry about the choices. Every step of your life is part of your journey and purpose. Don't ever be angry if the choices you make in life don't work in the right way you expected. These experiences are part of making you the most unique spiritual being you are today. The good. Affirmation. My guardian angel is guiding me every step of my life. I acknowledge that I am divinely protected and guided from above. My guardian angel will always show me the best way forward, and it is up to me to decide which path I take. The choices I make are of my own free will, and I accept that these decisions make me the person I am today. And I would really like it if Cancer you would rewind that affirmation and write it down. I will say it again. My guardian angel is guiding me every step of my life. I acknowledge that I am divinely protected and guided from above. My guardian angel will always show me the best way forward, and it is up to me to decide which path I take. The choices I make are of my own free will, and I accept that these decisions make me the person I am today. Your spirit animal for the month of March, and it's a nice, lovely, fun character. And I think this will help you greatly. It is none other than the chimpanzee, and it reads: use both your intuition and your intelligence to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. When your intuition and intellect are in harmonious accord with each other, there's no problem that you can't resolve. The combination emerges as creative intelligence, an elegant blend of your capacity for reasoning coupled with the deep trust in your gut feeling, in the flow of thought and action that results in resolving your questions or problems. This way, you may surprise yourself as to how simple and effective the answer really is. Your intuition is actually a constellation of physical cues that respond to the subtle body language, voice, inner tones, and energy quality of the people or situation around you. Often felt in your gut by not confined to that area. It's your instinct communicating an aspect of your animal nature that cues in to your survival and growth. You can best access this instinctual wisdom by breathing slowly and steadily and focusing your attention on the physical sensations you notice. In addition to your intuitive feelings, get more information on which to base your choices by doing some research. Consult books, the internet, other types of oracles, and or discuss the issue with a friend. or you may simply need time to contemplate it. Often, when you walk away from the problem or question after intensely searching or thinking about it, an unexpected insight surfaces that helps you discern the best choice among all the possibilities. When there's congruity between mind and intuition, coupled with a healthy dose of patience, you tap into the deep wisdom of Source. Associations with this card: problem solving, agility, insight, wisdom, intuition, dexterity, trauma making, harmony, intelligence, cooperation, laughter, communication, affection, and playfulness. Started before. Chimpanzee. Now your ruin, my dear Cancer, I don't know if you can see it over here, is number 9, the ruin of denial. Number 9, the ruin of denial. Okay, denial. Ruin 9. Drawing the ruin of denial is call once again to take control of your life and begin living it as God intended. Consciously, compassionately, joyously, and with love. For many, this is a time of separating paths. The oracle reminds us that we are not born to live in pain, but rather to transform our lives through a greater understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This ruin encourages you to admit to yourself, to God, and to any other the true nature of your pain and your shortcomings. If you are still avoiding the truth of your situation, take this opportunity to remember that it requires hard work, time, and understanding to come out of denial, out of hiding. If denial no longer plays a part in your life, and still you receive this ruin, you are being asked to have compassion for those around you. Find ways to be of service to family, to friends, to people with whom you work. It may be as simple as listening and then saying the words, "I understand." Often that is all it takes to bring comfort and renewed strength to a weary or troubled heart. This ruin of denial calls you to look within and take stock, to make a fearless, personal, and moral inventory of your life. It counsels you to open yourself up and let the light into a path of your life that has been secret or shut away. For some, drawing this ruin announces that the time has finally come to end the dance of denial. One thing is certain about denial, and it is this: when something within us is disowned, that which is disowned wreaks havoc. Above all else, remember your protection lies in the divine, in God, and your understanding God. Let no false boundaries separate you from the will of heaven. A world that recognizes the value of every single life is a world coming out of denial. Tough reading, Cancer. One of the toughest I've had in a while. Big hug. Big hug. I love you guys. I love my dear Cancer. And I know this is hard reading, and if this is what's coming into fruition for all my beautiful souls. You are so much more than you think you are. And you can do this. Natural 20. I love you guys. Stay strong.